TGIF, good morning to everyone out there. Welcome to your First Alert Weather Extra. I am meteorologist Henry Blakes, and as you've noticed, we've been unseasonably hot for the past couple of days. We had a nice little early taste of fall, at least during the morning hours, but that unfortunately has come to an end. I know the weekend is practically right around the corner, but on another note, the big story is the air quality. Today is an ozone action day, and that is because we have poor air quality across our viewing area. In fact, the National Weather Service does have air quality alerts. Notice this is from Point Capee Parish down the I-10 and 12 corridor through Baton Rouge, upward to Slidell, into St. George, and residents in New Orleans as well as Slidell. So the air quality, unfortunately, is poor. We have pretty much little to no wind out there. In addition to that, not very much mixing going on with the air. That on top of a little bit of the wildfire smoke that we have, that is going to make things a bit difficult for residents who have respiratory issues. So it's recommended that if you do have those type of issues, that you try to limit your time outdoors as much as possible. And things are likely going to get worse during the afternoon hours as temperatures continue to rise. So a few things you can help on this ozone action day to help make things a little easier for everyone. Drive less and carpool if possible. It's best to fuel your vehicles when it's cool, early in the morning or late in the evening, and avoid the use of gas-powered engines and avoid the use of oil-based paints and solvents. So this is likely going to be an issue for tomorrow. The air quality may not be as bad as it is today, but you're still going to notice the changes in the air over the weekend. Here's a look at the air quality, and notice it's not just us here across southeast Louisiana and southwest Mississippi, but poor air quality extends all the way Oklahoma City over to Houston, Texas, and into the Memphis area as well. But here at home, even whether you are under that air quality alert or not, many residents who do have those respiratory issues are feeling the effects of the weather. As far as the weather right now, overall looking great in the Baton Rouge area. A bit on the hazy side. You can see our Sky 9 camera pointed at the Children's Hospital. As for our current temperature, yes, we are already up to 80 degrees. It's a minute after 11, 88 degrees. We are 2 degrees away from that 90-degree mark, so temperatures quickly heating up. We only have a light north-northeast wind at 5 miles per hour, but that's about as good as it's going to get. Already up to 89 in Gonzales, as well as New Orleans. New Roads, you're at 86 degrees, already at 90 in Bogalusa, and many of us are going to be following that same routine in the next hour or so. So as I mentioned, sunny but hazy conditions continue across the area. Very few, if any, clouds out there. That's due to a strong ridge of high pressure, which is keeping us practically rain-free. And you can see that on our future cast as we go into at least the lunchtime hour. Now, what could potentially happen later on this afternoon, we're introducing a slight 10% chance of a stray shower or thunderstorm. You know, the typical summer-like storms, whereas many of us remain dry, but one or a few locations could get in on a sprinkle or even a rumble of thunder. You'll notice our futurecast models are picking up on where we could have enough instability for a stray shower or storm, but it's not going to be widespread. If they do develop, they're going to be moving in from the northeast and traveling to the southwest. But many locations, majority of us don't even count on any rain for today. But still, nonetheless, we're going to keep that at 10%. Also, let's go ahead and end it on the tropics. You've been hearing a lot about the tropics being a bit more active in the immediate future. And on top of that, we've got our next tropical wave. Eventually, that could become a tropical depression. But for right now, over the next 48 hours, not expecting any type of tropical development or intensification from the wave. But in the next 7 days, so as we go into next week, we could potentially see this strengthening into a tropical depression. That tropical wave is right off of the coast of Africa right now. So we're going to take a look at that and zoom in a little bit tighter. You'll notice we're having several waves move off the African coast, but the one in concern, here it is right here. I know it doesn't look like very much, as the waves tend to when they start out, but there is a good indication that we will be seeing some intensification as this pushes out into the Atlantic. But besides that, No other real tropical disturbances to talk about in our neck of the woods. So for the moment, things are relatively quiet. Despite that tropical wave, we are looking good. But this is something we are going to have to monitor because we are still in that peak of hurricane season. As you go into the weekend, things are looking good. Live after 5, this will be the first one this afternoon in the Baton Rouge area, in the downtown region. Just be sure to stay cool and hydrated as possible because we're likely going to be in the 90s at least until 6 o'clock or shortly after 6. And once we get to 7 and 8, that's where we should start seeing those temperatures gradually fall into the 80s. Tomorrow, the Tigers are playing in town at Tiger Stadium. Same kind of conditions, a bit hazy, maybe some poor air quality, likely not as bad as it is today, but the main thing is going to be the heat. Heat indices are going to make it feel like close to 100 degrees during the afternoon, if not hotter. Now, it's not going to be enough for any type of heat advisory. It would need to feel like at least 108 degrees for that to happen, but still, a lot of folks are going to be out and about this afternoon and into the weekend, so expect similar conditions like this. Sunshine, hazy, hot, and a lot less muggy. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed this beautiful Friday. And be sure to tune in to 9 News at noon. Meteorologist Sydney Goldberg will have your latest updates. And remember, if you haven't done so already, or if you're not in front of your TV, you can always download our First Alert Weather app and our WAFB Plus app to your mobile devices so that you can watch the newscast anytime, anywhere. Again, meteorologist Henry Blakes here, and hope you enjoy the rest of your Friday.